Donations to charities come in all shapes and sizes, from people who have never met you but sponsor a friend to people who've known you for years and loyally support you. In fundraising, we segment our different donors to be able to give them the feedback and involvement with a charity that suits them. And one of these categories is major donors. Now, a major donor refers to an individual donor, as opposed to a company or foundation, who donates an amount that has a significant impact on your operations. So this amount might vary between each charity, and in yours it might be £500, whilst perhaps a larger organisation it might be £5,000. One of the rules of thumb for estimating what classifies as a major donor is to estimate a gift size that is 20 to 25 times larger than your annual average gift size. So if you average the annual gift size of £20, then a major donor gift would be between £400 to £500 upwards. Major donor fundraising can be quite systematic, and we're going to take you through that process now. The first place to start is by identifying and researching your major donors. To develop a major donor portfolio for your charity, there are a number of ways you can look to identify your next major donor. You can start by researching your existing database of supporters, speak to your trustees and volunteers and staff about individuals they know who might have an affinity with your cause and be able to make a larger gift. You can also pay attention to local media to look out for individuals who show an interest in causes such as yours and host events that would appeal to a major donor audience. Once you've completed this initial research phase and got your key messages in order, it's time to start thinking about how you'll engage your major donor. So this planning process will get you thinking about what are the next things you can invite them to? Is it an event or a project visit, or perhaps you can invite them to join a committee or a board? It's really about getting to know each other better. For newly identified prospects, this process of getting to know each other can take anywhere from 18 to 24 months, and a little bit less time if you already know the donor a little bit better. Once you've put your plan into action and you've started engaging with your major donor, you want to start thinking about when is the right time to ask for a gift. When you're receiving all the signals that they're ready to give, that's the time to ask. Having spent time getting to know your major donor, you'll have established what you want to ask them for, how much would be appropriate, and who's the best person to do the job. It might be you, or a colleague, or your chief exec or trustee who's best placed to ask. This is part of the decision-making process you have to go through. And once you've secured your yes, then the work continues to make sure the funds are safely received into your accounts, receipted, and that the donor is thanked immediately by the most relevant person in your organisation. Then the work begins to make sure the donor is kept up to date with the impact of their gift. So you might send them a quarterly report, weekly emails, regular project visit invitations, or just a copy of the annual report at the end of the year. It's going to really depend on your donor and what they want, so you have to take time to find this out. It's known as the stewardship period, where the donor continues to really be made to feel like an extension of your charity's work, and hopefully they become a very loyal and passionate advocate for what you do, hopefully inviting more donors to follow their lead, and hopefully pledging a repeat gift each year. This entire process is known as a solicitation or development cycle, starting with the identification and researching and planning of your actions with the major donor, then engaging with them, asking them, thanking them, and stewarding them through to the next gift. To be a great major donor fundraiser, you need to enjoy spending time getting to know people, be comfortable working with high net worth individuals, and be good at moving relationships forward to reach your targets. You'll benefit from really good project management skills and diplomacy as you coordinate across different functions of your charity. And it's also really vital to keep accurate details on the relationships you build with your donors, and of course make sure they're kept according to data protection rules. It's not unusual to find yourself in a position where there are sometimes difficult ethical decisions to be made. There may be gifts offered to your charity from controversial major donors, or restrictions placed on the use of the money that is given to you that actually hinders your work more than it helps. To help you through these tough spots, make sure you have an ethical policy and take a look at the IOF's code on the acceptance and refusal of donations to guide you through. It takes perseverance and patience, but major donor fundraising can be one of the most thrilling and rewarding streams of fundraising. To find out more about major donor fundraising, take a look at the IOF training on offer, find the IOF Codes of Fundraising Practice on major donors, and take a look at our handout for further information on some literature to help you with major donor fundraising.